Hello, JCPS teachers. This is Matt Bolko, one of your high school digital innovation leaders, and I am incredibly excited to talk to you about Microsoft Teams Meetings, which is going to be our new platform for synchronous learning. Part one of our video today is creating a Microsoft Teams meeting and posting the link in Google Classroom. So let's go through some steps together. Step one is you are going to click on this link, or you can go to outlook.office365.com/calendar to go to your Outlook calendar, where you will log in with your JCPS credentials just like you would your email. When you are at your calendar, and it should look something like this, you are going to click where it says new event, and it should be a green or blue button up in the top left of your calendar. From there, it is going to open a window with the event that you are going to create. Your first step, because this is the most important, we are going to go down to where it says search for a room or location. And we are not going to put in a room or location. We are going to select add online meeting, and we're going to go to Teams meeting. That's the first step. Step two is we are going to add a title to our event. It would be best if you named this event whatever class this meeting was for. For example, if this was for my second period geometry class, it would be easier for me if I named this second period geometry. And then after you have your title and you have it set to Teams meeting, we are going to click save. From there, we are going to then find this event in our calendar. You can see I named mine test. I'm going to double click on that event in my calendar. I'm not going to click join Teams meeting. We need to adjust our settings first. So we are going to double click our event, and it's going to open up a window that looks like this. From here, we are going to click on meeting options. When we click that, a new window will open in your browser. You need to set these options exactly like this every time you create a Microsoft Teams meeting. Not doing these settings exactly as they are will not ensure that your meeting is secure. With these settings, only students that you allow to enter will be able to, and only you will be able to present. We want to ensure that only the students that you want in your meeting make it to that meeting. So it is crucial for who can bypass the lobby, set that to only me. Only you as the teacher can bypass the lobby. That will ensure that this option here, always let callers bypass the lobby, is a no. Announce when callers join or leave, we say yes for that setting. And then who can present again? You want that to be only me. When you have all four of those settings set the way that you see here, you need to click save. And again, this must be done for every Microsoft Teams meeting that you create. After you are finished setting your settings, you can close that window out. From there, we are now going to right click if you are on a PC, or two finger click. So take two fingers and click on the trackpad where it says join Microsoft Teams meeting. That's going to open up this drop-down menu, and we want to select copy link address. This is how we are going to take our Teams meeting link and put it in Google Classroom for our students.
Hey everyone, if you've been following along so far, you have created your Microsoft Teams meeting link, and you have also copied it. Really quickly, I want you to pause the video and get your Google Classroom open in a tab, as well as your virtual classroom open in a tab. Okay, so you have this link copied for your Microsoft Teams meeting. You're going to go to your classroom, make sure you're on stream, share something with your class. You're going to add the link that we just copied for your Microsoft Teams meeting. And then you're going to write some instructions to your students. Use this link for our live meeting times. Make sure you have it posting to all students. Double check that everything looks correct. You have it linked. You have some directions that are going to be clear enough for your students to understand. Hit post. Once you've hit post, you're going to come click on your snowman. On that post, copy the link for this post. This is what we're going to drop over in your in your virtual classroom. So open up your virtual classroom. Whatever link you have on your meeting icon, whether you have a calendar icon or you have the Google Meet icon, you're going to need to remove any of those links. So if you need to pause and do that, go ahead and do so now. Once you're ready, you're going to insert the link. This is going to allow students to go straight to the Google Classroom post, which is going to then link them to the Microsoft Teams meeting link. So this is going to be secure because if someone clicks from your Bitmoji room to this post, they're not going to be able to see the post unless they're inside your Google Classroom. So that's the way that we're making sure that it is secure.
We'll see exclusively this, and then we'll get into what you see after that. So your students next will be put onto this window here. They will have the option to enter their name. They do not want to enter their name. What this will do is it will have them log into the meeting as a guest, and you as a teacher should never accept anybody as a guest. We only want to add students that have signed in with their JCPS login credentials. Students want to sign in with their JCPS credentials by clicking on the sign in button at the bottom of the screen. This will trigger the students to sign in to their JCPS email using their JCPS credentials. Again, they should never enter their name in that box and click join now. It will have them add into the meeting as a guest, and you should never admit anybody who is a guest from the meeting lobby. After the students have logged in, they will have several options on their screen before joining. They have the option to toggle on their audio and video. If they click on this cogwheel that says devices, they can change the audio and input settings if needed. So if they want to have a different microphone or different webcam, they can do that there. And then they will click join now to join the class. But that does not mean that they are in the class yet. That means they are put in the waiting room or put in the lobby for you, and then you will be notified and you will be able to accept or deny them into the meeting. So let's talk about what you will see as the teacher. So after you click on your meeting link, you are already logged into your JCPS account, so it's going to take you here. And you have some options before you join as well. Remember, as the teacher, you want to be the first person to join. So you probably want to do this a little bit before your class starts. You have the option to toggle your camera on and off. We know on is best. The students want to see your beautiful face. You have the option to toggle your microphone on and off. Probably pretty important to have on. You can also change your audio and video input options. So if you want to use a different microphone or a different webcam, that's where you would choose to do so. If you have the downloaded app for Microsoft Teams, you can actually choose a background image, and it is super cool. So if you are using the web browser, you cannot have the background image function. Now, we are going to go through the steps live so that way you can see in real time what it looks like to join a team meeting as a teacher. So I'm starting here in my Google Classroom, and I'm going to click where it says join conversation. If you don't want to go to your Google Classroom and you can find the event in your calendar, you can also join that way. But I'm going to do Google Classroom because I imagine it's somewhere you guys will be every day. So I click join conversation, and you can see that it asks.
If you are working from your teacher Chromebook, you are not going to see this option. It's going to automatically have you continue using a browser, which means you are going to lose those functions Mr. Burko was just talking about, like having a background feature and being able to see everyone in the full screen. So you will not be able to open using Team app, and you're not going to see this screen. It's going to force you to continue on the browser.
Asks me if I want to open the application. That is because I have it downloaded. We're not going to worry about that right now, and we're going to hit continue on this browser. So now you can see it's brought me to my geometry second period meeting. I can choose my camera to be on or off. I can choose my microphone to be on or off. And I can choose which devices I want to use for those. After I've selected those settings, I simply hit join now. Part 3 of our video is about the tools available to you as a teacher.